downtown Detroit, Michigan, home of the 14-2 Lions.
What's good, y'all? As most of y'all already know, yesterday was a historic night as the 14-2 Lions took on the 14-2 Vikings. First time in NFL history where two teams with 14 wins apiece faced off for the #1 seed. Let's get right into it, as the whole world probably already knew the Lions started things off with a run, but their first couple of plays didn't amount to much, so they found themselves already in a big third down.
They empty out the backfield, full rush, the throw's complete, trying to get there is Gibbs. What a move by Gibbs to get the first down.
Finding themselves back in the same predicament, they decide to go back to Gibbs.
Third down. 3rd and 8, the Lions going to run it here. Gibbs that time not going to get away from Jonathan Bernard.
After a good stop on defense, the Vikings offense found themselves flowing to start the game off, looking as if they were going to take advantage of this injured Lions defense. That was until the offensive line forgot their own snap count.
False start, everyone but the center. 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
Putting themselves in the 3rd and 9, which they couldn't convert, now the Lions had another opportunity to strike first. Starting off their second drive with a play action pass downfield to St. Brown. Now it was the Lions offensive line that drew the penalty. Being called for holding, it set the Lions up in a 3rd and long situation. But even if they didn't convert it all on one play, the whole world knew the Lions were going for it.
4th and 5, unblocked man coming, got hung in there, got it to Jamison Williams. 25, Gibbs got an opening, Jameer Gibbs, touchdown.
As the Lions struck first, the Vikings knew they didn't want to get down too far, but they found themselves still struggling on offense.
Pass rush. This drive starts at the 20, on cue is a pass rush, and Darnold will go down at the 2. Zadarius Smith.
With the Vikings struggling on offense, their defense knew they had to step up to keep them in this game.
2nd and 12, out of the backfield, huge hit by Van Ginkel. Loss of 8, 3rd and long, Goff in trouble, Bernard brings him down.
After the Vikings defense forces a 3 and out, they escape receiving a delay of game and convert on a very much needed 3rd down.
Again on 0, they let it go, late pressure, Darnold hit as he throws, caught by Jefferson inside the 10.
To finish off the first half, the Vikings just could not convert in the red zone. Even with their defense setting them up with great field position, it seemed like Darnold just kept overthrowing Jefferson.
Goalpost again retreating himself. Oh, it's intercepted after the deflection by Pace. 3rd and goal. Here come the Lions. Darnold firing. Jefferson overthrown as Robertson bid on it.
Yeah, it was that kind of night for the Vikings offense, but the Lions didn't care as the #1 scoring offense in the league took off in the second half.
Fires caught by St. Brown at the 28-yard line. The Lions going for it. The Vikings bring it. The pass is a touchdown to Gibbs.
At this point, even the Vikings defense couldn't save them. The Lions started moving downfield with ease, and they looked unstoppable, especially Jameer Gibbs.
Only so much. Give me more. The 13. Gibbs left. Jameer Gibbs accelerates into the end zone.
The Lions defense was feeding off their offense, and their offense was feeding off their defense. This camera cut to Aaron Glenn just says it all. I mean, at this point, the Lions knew that this was a dub, and they secured the #1 seed. I mean, they even got the Vikings to jump off sides, which once again just led to another score.
Lining up to go for it here. And caught him. The time says they didn't. And 1st and goal. And the inside run for Gibbs. Still going to the goal line. Number 4.
With a well-rounded team effort, the Lions pulled it off and became the #1 seed of the NFC North. But I'll definitely give Jameer Gibbs the MVP of this game. Now, as a Lions fan, I hope they take advantage of this week off. Their players can hopefully somewhat heal up with this extra week, and I can't wait to see who they play in the playoffs this year. But Dan Campbell seems to have a good idea of who that might be.
Good job, great. I'll see you in 2 weeks.
Might see you in 2 weeks.